Vegan meat? Why not just eat the real thing? What's with all these vegans and their fake meat? Seems pretty hypocritical, right? Well, today, I'm hopefully going to help you think through the logic as to why many vegans choose to incorporate these meat substitutes into their diet. First, a little brief interlude. My name is Dr. Jenny Prabhu. I am the CEO and co-founder of Circee Health. I am a U.S.-trained physician, double-boarded in both internal medicine and pediatrics. Internal medicine, by the way, is a specialist in the treatment of adults, and pediatrics, of course, in the treatment of kiddos. Proud to say that this year my husband and I were finalists on the very first Shark Tank India 2021. We've also been featured in magazines such as India Today, Economic Times, and BW Business World. And speaking of BW Business World, I was also privileged to be awarded one of the 40 Under 40 Young Entrepreneurs Award by BW Business World earlier this year. So let's get back into the meat of my talk. What are plant-based meats? Plant-based meats are foods that imitate the flavor and texture of real meat, but as the name would suggest, they're made from plant-based ingredients. Also known as fake meat, meat alternatives, or sometimes simply known as vegan protein. Plant-based meats have lots of benefits, but three very important ones are they're much healthier, significantly more environmentally friendly, and of course, animal cruelty-free. More on those benefits in later videos. Plant-based meat alternatives, believe it or not, have been around for thousands of years. Two examples are seitan, a wheat-based meat, and tempeh, a soy-based meat. Seitan has been around in China for thousands of years, and tempeh from Indonesia. So are all plant-based meats inherently vegan? You would think so, but be careful. Make sure you read the label of everything that you buy when it's a commercial product. Sometimes companies can sneak fillers in, like whey protein, milk powder, and egg. Of course, all of these would deem it no longer vegan, so make sure you check. Also, if you're lucky enough to live in a country that designates vegan products, look for that green V, usually, and then you're good to go. So a little more detail on what these plant-based meats, what the ingredients are. I already alluded to a couple, seitan, tempeh, and of course tofu, which is more delicious than you think. Give it a shot. Also, side note, soy is not bad for you. If soy were bad for you, you would imagine that half of Asia would have cancer and would all be turning into women. Clearly they're not, so soy is very good for you. It's one of the best plant-based proteins that exists. Tofu, tempeh, soy milk, soy sauce, edamame. The more you can have, the better. Please don't avoid soy, please. Sorry, back to what I was saying. Going back to the commercial plant-based meats, also they may have some bonuses. So often they're soy or seitan-based. However, you can also have some that contain other plant-based protein sources like pea protein or oat protein. The benefits of these is that they also contain fiber, which is great. Protein plus fiber equals love. I think you've heard me say that before. And just want to give you a little intro to the health benefits, the various health benefits of plant-based meat. We'll talk a lot more about this in the coming videos. But probably one of the biggest questions you have is why in the world would a vegan eat a meat substitute? Vegans are only supposed to eat carrots and celery, right? But if you think about it, many vegans haven't been that way their whole life, so they know what meat tastes like, but they don't want to sacrifice an animal or sacrifice their health to have that taste. But now, with the advent of these plant-based meat substitutes, that's no longer an issue. Also, this may come as a big surprise to you, but most people who eat plant-based meats actually aren't vegan or even vegetarian. More and more people around the world are trying these plant-based meats. In fact, just one fun fact for you, almost 2/3 of people in the U.S. are working on reducing at least one type of meat. They might be doing Meatless Monday or Whey-less Wednesday. You never know. So give it a shot. In fact, if you're watching this video, we're hoping that you are plant-based meat curious. So it might be you that starts incorporating more of this plant-based meat into your diet. We hope so. So now, just to get you to be excited for our next video, Ajoy is going to explain more detail about what's exactly in these meat substitutes and why you should steer straight to that aisle in the grocery store or order from Swiggy or Zomato. Stay tuned. Until then, make sure you watch our series on how fiber is I think, the most important nutrient and is very underappreciated. You'll see much more of me and many sources of fiber that you probably wouldn't have even thought of before. I know you're excited. And of course, please do like our channel and subscribe so you can be notified of any new and exciting videos. See you next time.
It helps us build our, makes our bowel movements nice and regular, and it bulks us up so we feel fuller longer.